I'm Todd Grisham, and every fighter wants to say at least once they fought at Brooklyn Hall. And here comes Tommy the Duke Morrison.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Did you feel that energy? Did you hear that beat in the music? If anything's gonna get you ready for a fight, it's that.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go. They ring the bell, and here we go. Nice punch. Oh, and he caught him there with a right hook. They have no respect for each other's punching power. The crowd has settled into their seats. They are ready to see something special at this amazing venue.
This is that place you want to say, I fought there, I've been there, and now we are here.
That jab misses. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments. Neither fighter willing to slow down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them. More than happy.
When you're training to fight a swarmer, you've got to focus on your conditioning because they will push you to the edge of your limits.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best of the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. They exchange punches. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who. And there's the bell to start the round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. Trying to land that jab. They both want the knockout. Nice counter shot. This fighter doesn't just want to win by knockout. They want to do it early so they can get out of here.
Fighters just want to mow you down. They want to walk straight through you as though you do not exist. You've got to be fit for this one.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff. Do you believe what we're seeing?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
How about that time counter shot? They're both trying for a knockout. Are we about to see a first-round knockout?
Oh,
and just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, it's a knockdown.
oh, he's down, he's down. Is he going to get up? He's staggering.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over. Tried to score with a jab. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice job getting that punch through. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter punch caught him clean. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look like these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
A swing and a miss with that jab. Every time, coming right back. Can't find a home with that jab. Perfect counter shot. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. That counter shot lands. Can't find a home for that jab. That jab misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
And there's the bell to start the round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Oh my goodness, so that little Yorkshire Terriers, they're never going to give up.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you're getting in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
It's bombs away. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Pretty dumb. They ring the bell, and here we go. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. These punches coming from every angle.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating, just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. He is down big time on the scores. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Well, you know, with featherweights, the hands are going to be flying. A lot of punch output.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Missed him with that uppercut. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
He misses with that jab. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork or you're going to be a cooked goose.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Another scoring shot there. Someone's will. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say. And there's the bell to start the round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Catch and shoot. Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. And he scores with the counter. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch. They're always looking for that KO. Looks like he's leading halfway through this round. Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy. Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Nice counter. Is this the beginning of the end? A nightmare start to this fight.
One, two, three, four, five.
Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, if this... They ring the bell, and here we go. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter. It's like a lamb to the slaughter.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. This fight has a real good flow to it. Both men step back for just a moment. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
This is why I love the little guys. This is exactly why I love them. Look at them, toe to toe, heart for heart. You know, mano a mano, they're letting the shots go.
A very competitive round here so far.
perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Solid punch. There's a counter shot. He threw the hook, didn't land. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Looking to land the hook. Which fighter will say no mas? Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven. These two featherweights are going to let their hands go, you know that.
Remember, with the lighter weights, you're expecting at least 300 shots around. They can let these shots go. They can move. They're fast. They're sharp. It's a hard night's work for the referee.
Insane action. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be, we're hoping for an all-action slugfest. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
This is what you're going to get. You're going to get speed, good footwork. You're going to get punches thrown from head to body. You're going to get a lot of toe-to-toe. When you got fighters at these weight divisions, they'll stand there. They don't need a ring. They need a phone box.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Just missed with that hook. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments. Nice slip to avoid the jab.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
There's a counter shot. It's all offense, all the time. Nice counter shot. Swing and a miss with that hook. There's a counter shot. That counter, an upset of the year, perhaps right before our eyes.
He's days wet.
A chance to make history.
Does he not?
Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. So it's plan B. And there's the bell to start the round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Good counter punch. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? Nice counter shot. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything.
What a massive upset this would be. So he's back on his feet, but the judges aren't going to give him this round for sure.
He's got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get...
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
This is the last thing we expect.